Good morning, Slop Nation, and welcome to Slop Chop. This is a spooky Halloween episode. Ooh, it's November 4th. Ooh. I forgot to do the Halloween episode before, to make it come out before Halloween. And then what had happened was I saw in my YouTube algorithm feed, like all the podcasts that I follow started doing their Halloween episodes last week when it was Halloween week, And then I was like, shit, I forgot to do that. So while I love Halloween and I love spooky season, so I'm just gonna do it late and readjust for next year and do it on time next year. What are you gonna do? You live and learn, and you're gay, and but fucking suck, and I'm bad podcaster. But that's how we learn, right? That's how we get to the ultimate realm of knowledge of this profession. Just took a spooky ASMR sip. I'm excited today because we're doing a horror movie tier list. This is the first time I've done a tier list on this channel, and this is the content that I like consuming. This is, by the way, completely 100% stolen from Karsten Runquist. He did this on his second channel last week. I think he might have even used the same tier list. He might have used the exact same list of movies, but this is the old, if you like it, you take it and then you steal it and you don't change it at all, and then it's your thing now, and then it's yours, and then now it's your thing. That's what fair use is all about. Ludwig, who I love, does this thing on his Twitch channel called was it Yoink and Twist, which he credits. So he sees an idea from someone that he likes, he takes it, and then he puts his own spin on it, and he credits the original person at the beginning for using their thing, right? But he calls it's like a segment called Yoink and Twist, which is hilarious. I love that. This what I'm doing is just yoink. And there's no twist. It's literally just doing the Karsten Runquist thing. I'm gonna turn my gain up just a little bit. I might just go a little bit louder in your ear. Oh my. Oh, that sounds a little bit better to me. Oh, I hope that sounds a little bit better to you. Did you guys have a good Halloween? Did you guys enjoy this? Do you like this time of year? I love this time of year. I'm a horror movie boy. I like this. I like a little spook. Here, actually, this is actually an interesting thing. Let me blow my nose. I'm going to cut this out so you don't have to hear this. It's interesting being a horror movie enjoyer with and trying to explain why it is that I like horror and fucked up shit to someone who doesn't, and because I'm trying to put myself in their headspace, and it makes sense to me to be like, why would you subject yourself to this material? You're making yourself feel uncomfortable. You're making yourself feel sad and alone and afraid. Why would you subject yourself to that as someone, if I get it being a weird thing to someone who doesn't know, who isn't a fan, right? And so this is like the way that I've found to talk to someone like that, or to convince them that maybe what we're doing is cool and based and awesome, actually, which it is. Well, I think what I'm doing is I am dipping my toe into emotions that I don't experience very often in real life. I'm blessed to not have to experience real, genuine panic and fear most of the time in my day-to-day. At my job, I get anxiety, but anxiety is not like paralyzing death fear, or, like a horrific grief or something. It doesn't happen very often in my life. And also in a movie, it's a safe environment. You can experience the emotion without any of the baggage of like your actual family member getting their head torn off or whatever. Right. So you get to experience what it kind of feels like for a second. And it's interesting. It's like it's dipping your toe into an emotion. Just like any emotion. I mean, I'm happy pretty often in my life, and I experience a lot of happiness. I don't really care much for feel-good movies. I'm like, I get, I feel good, and most of the time, I know what that feels like, and it's kind of boring. But if you show me something that I don't feel very often, like a demon clown hanging me up from my feet and chainsawing me from cock and balls to nipple, I don't experience that hardly ever, right? So that's interesting and fun. And so yeah, I don't know. I think that's how I would put it to someone who doesn't get it. It's like you're experiencing an emotion, and you don't get to experience every emotion all the time, right? It's an interesting sort of situation. So that's why I love horror. And speaking of horror, why don't we just dive right in, shall we, to our tier list? Oh. Okay, this is how this is gonna work. I'm gonna explain this just because this is an audio medium and you might not be watching the video, but just for the record, it's one of my biggest pet peeves. This is like it's usually in Letterboxd that I see this, where they're like, in the description on your profile, it's like 5 stars, and then in parentheses it's like incredible, 4.5 stars, really just great, and then all the way down to 1 star, not a fan. I'm like, no shit. You mean to tell me that 1 star means bad and 5 stars means good? What a unique and interesting rating system that you have, sir, ma'am. That is so funny to me. Like, thank you for that thorough explanation of your rating system. But so this is just a tier list, and everyone knows how a tier list works. But I'll go ahead and just give you the S for God tier. A for absolute banger, B for pretty good, C for can barely remember, because middle of the road forgettable movies are like the worst offender to me, in a lot of ways, because I'll forget about you tomorrow. I don't give a fuck about you. D for dog ass, which is like noticeably horrifically bad. So D is the worst tier. There's also one for ain't seen it. And then there's one for it's on the list. The difference there is that ain't seen it means I have no intention of seeing this, and it's on the list means that I will eventually get around to it. Okay, does everyone understand? Hooray! Okay, here we go. They Live, John Carpenter. It's on the list. I haven't seen it. Yeah, pretty classic. I know the glasses thing. That's the idea. I actually had my first guest on this very podcast. My friend Brady dressed as a character. He dressed as the They Live alien guy for a few minutes. That was fun. He had that was one of his several characters that day. I don't know anything about the movie other than it's John Carpenter and it's a classic. It's on the list. Ringu. Okay, Ringu. I ain't seen it. I think it is on my watch list. It's the original Japanese version of The Ring. The Ring, directed by Gore Verbinski, is unfucking believable. I love it so much. I actually haven't seen it in a couple years now, but I saw it alone at my ranch on an iPad, and for the first time in many, many years, I was like legitimately spooked and scared. It was, perfect environment. Watched it alone, like stormy evening. In the dark in the freaking woods. Yeah, that was awesome. But I have not seen the original. I actually have. I'm a poser ass bitch because I have a Ringu shirt. But I love the remake. Guy who loves the 2019 Lion King movie and has never seen the original. That's me. All right, Clockwork Orange. I don't consider a horror movie, and I also don't consider it very good. Kubrick. This is one that everyone considers it a fucking classic. I just don't care about it at all. I find it tedious and kind of irritating. It's iconic. It's a classic. It's probably like a need to rewatch situation. But man, am I gonna put it in C? I can barely remember it. I'm putting it in C. This is my first controversial pick of the bunch. Clockwork Orange, beloved classic by Stanley Kubrick, is going in C tier. And you know what else is controversial? Alien 3. Everyone's least favorite Alien movie. This is directed by Benjamin Button, man. Oh my God. How could I not? The beloved director of Benjamin Button. David Fincher. The fact that Benjamin Button is the first thing that came to mind of his filmography. David Fincher of Mindhunter and Benjamin Button fame is directed this. It is like a ton of studio meddling. This is hot off the heels of Aliens, my favorite of the Alien franchise. We might have a chance to rank that here shortly, hopefully. But Alien 3 is great, or good, very good in my opinion. The ending is not ideal, but it's like a much darker, much more oppressive Alien movie, and it's interesting. I like it a lot. I think it's hilarious that they wrote out, like, you have this happy ending of Ridley kind of becoming a mother at the end of Aliens, and then in the very beginning of this movie, they're like, "Hey, guess what? The kid died off screen, and now Ripley is sad and alone again. Yay!" It's just kind of funny. So yeah, I mean, right off the bat, you know what you're getting. You know the tone of the thing that you're about to experience because they killed a child in 2 seconds. But I'm putting it in B tier. Alien 3, I like more than most people. All right, Nightmare on Elm Street 2. Interesting. This is the gay one. So I want to give you guys, I think we have like a lot of like every single sequel of a franchise in this list. I will give you guys brief thoughts when that's the case, so that we're not here all day. Hopefully I can, I just blew my nose. I've got a fucking runny nose, dude. I might cut around that one, or I might just let you guys hear it. Because sometimes you need to know, this is like how the sausage gets made, right? This is how the sausage gets made. This is how it works. Is sometimes your nose is running and you podcast anyway. You know? And sometimes you're 5 days late to Halloween, but you dress up as a wizard anyway. And you talk about spooky movies. That's just what you got to do, brother. That's what you got to do. All right. Nightmare on Elm Street 2, the gay one. This is... Oh, yeah, sorry. I should tell you my Nightmare on Elm Street thing. So, I arrived to this franchise late. I probably 3 years ago just decided to watch all of them. And after... Literally, it only took one. The first one's amazing. And the second one is really fun. And then the third, after I was like, wow, these first two are great. And then I expected them to get bad. I don't know why. I just like expected when the franchise continues to like eventually get shitty. And the third one is my favorite one of all of them. So I watched the third one and I was like, holy shit. The creativity on display here, the camp, Freddy is hilarious. He's so funny. He's like roasting them. It's like I saw the Rick and Morty thing of you can run but you can't hide, bitch. I saw that before actually seeing the franchise, and then I was like, oh no, he literally does say bitch all the time, which is so funny. God, that's very white. That's very, I guess it's not a white guy thing, but it's something. It's sheltered maybe. I similarly heard the Weird Al version of Gangster's Paradise, Amish Paradise, much before the original. That's some white shit. Anyway, the second one is fun. It is like a thinly veiled allegory for coming out of the closet. Allegedly, or actually it's not. The creators had no intention of making it that, but it's so clearly that, and it's so homoerotic. It's good. It's like middle of the road on the Nightmare movies for me, but it's really fun. You know, it's the gay one, and as a gay, you know, you gotta give that the respect it deserves. It's going in pretty good. Nightmare on Elm Street 4, I do not remember hardly at all, to be totally honest. 3 and 5 are my favorites. I think 4 was like middle of the road. Man, all these posters are so cool. I don't remember it. so it's going in C. But I universally, the Nightmare movies I really like, except for the last one, Freddy's Dead, which sucks ass. It's weird that we're not getting all the Nightmare movies to rank here on this list. Very peculiar, Mr. Tier List maker, whoever made this fucking thing. All right, moving right along. This is Arachnophobia, right? Arachnophobia. Yes, this is Arachnophobia. I have not seen this, but I've heard it's great. It's on the list. Behind the Mask. Never heard of it. Bram Stoker's Dracula. Okay, this is another controversial pick of mine. This movie does not do a whole lot for me. It's really beautiful. It's really interesting conceptually. It's probably one of Coppola's better movies, but I don't love it. I think generally I'm just not a Dracula person. I don't give a fuck about the story. I don't care about the storyline. But it's not about that. It's about all the practical effects and like crazy atmosphere. You're right. It's about Gary Oldman hamming it up. Yes. Okay. You're right. I don't know, man. It's just not my cup of jizz. I'm putting it in C. I hate to say it. Carrie is a classic for a reason. I think it's awesome. It is directed by, it's one of those 4 dudes. I always forget their fucking name. Oh my God. I'm not sick. I'm just full of candy from Halloween. Remember Halloween? That was fun, right, guys? Remember horror movies? Ugh. Okay. De Palma is the least memorable to me of the core group of directors that came out of Hollywood in the 70s that were all friends. I don't know if you guys have heard of this list, but Spielberg, De Palma, Coppola, Scorsese, and George Lucas. Those 5 were good friends. Paul Schrader was there occasionally as well, apparently. But those 5 were really good friends, and they collaborated a ton. They all came out together. De Palma and Spielberg helped on Star Wars, like gave George Lucas their input on Star Wars, and I don't know what they changed or what they helped with, but they definitely had a say. So that's interesting. But yeah, De Palma probably he's got some interesting stuff. Great director. I love Carrie. This movie rips. I think it's a depressing drama for most of it, which I think most great horror is. It's like starts as a drama, right? Or like you have a my favorite horror movie, which I hope we'll get to, is a family drama with horrific elements. There's horror that is on top of it, but at its core, it's about a family falling apart. And this, at its core, is about a little girl getting bullied and feeling so desperately. She's got no safe place to turn. She's getting bullied at school, and she goes home and she gets fucking abused by her shitty, horrific mother. So like there's no safe place for her in this world, and she lashes out. She realizes it's like kind of like the Superman, like a dark turn, like a dark twist on the Superman mythology, where it's the power fantasy, the little boy power fantasy. So, you wake up one day and you realize you have telekinesis, and then you can fuck up your bullies and kill your shitty, horrible mother. That'd be pretty cool, right? Obviously, that comes with its baggage. It turns out when you murder everyone, you don't have like the happiest life, but that is the idea. It's the Superman power fantasy. So Carrie rips. I think it's awesome, and I think it is pretty good. I'm not ready to put it in A. Child's Play. I have not seen any but the first one. It's on the list. Creature of the Black Lagoon. One of the OG Universal horror icons. Creature from the Black Lagoon. Lots. I actually watched this pretty recently. Tons of really impressive underwater photography for the time. This was way back in the day. I don't remember even the year, and I don't care to look it up. But this movie's fine. It's fine. It's a classic Universal monster movie. They don't do a whole lot for me, honestly. They're old and they're boring. It's pretty. I don't know. I feel bad, but it's fine. I can barely remember it. Can barely remember. Cult of Chucky. All the Child's Play movies are on my list. Puppet Master, I do not give a fuck about. I'm going straight into Ain't Seen It, Bruv. Day of the Dead. This is the Romero movie that I have not seen. Yeah, correct. Wait, is Day of the Dead the mall one? Shit. Yes, it is. Wait, so there's dawn? No, there's night, dawn, and day. So day is the one I have not seen. Day is on the list. I love the first two. Dawn of the Day, or excuse me, Night of the Living Dead is great. If it's on the list of this list, that we'll talk about it. But it's a stuck in a place movie. My favorite genre, where you got to figure out how to get out of a thing. You got to figure out how to get out of a place. These are just all of our characters are stuck in a house, and they got to fortify the house. It's very much like Call of Duty Zombies. It's great. And then the Dawn of the Dead is the one in the mall, one of the classic zombie movies of all time. Absolute banger. Dracula. It's on the list. I'm not particularly excited about seeing it, but it's old. It's old and it's on the list. Okay, finally, we have an absolute banger. Perhaps God tier. The OG Exorcist, 1974. William Friedkin. Incredible, monumental achievement. Beautiful film. Really, okay, here, just to illustrate my point again. This is a movie about a mother who is trying everything to make her child okay. She's gone to doctors and doctors can't help her. She's gone to psychiatrists. Psychiatrists don't know what to tell her. And then she finally just turns to she's at her wit's end and she turns to religion. She's like, I had no idea what I'm doing with this kid. She's acting crazy. It seems like she's possessed by a demon. And I love her performance. I don't honestly remember the actor's name. Apologies, but everyone in this movie is fantastic. I mean, the core trio of characters are great. The iconic stairs. I mean, yeah, it's an absolute banger. I don't know that maybe it is S tier. We'll put it in absolute banger for now. It might be God tier. Right now, it is a surefire absolute banger. You kind of have to bump it up to S because of the cultural significance and the fact that people had never seen anything like this before, and that people were passing out in the theater, and it was this massive cultural phenomenon. All right, it's S tier. It's The Exorcist, man. Come on. What the fuck are we doing? The Fly. Oh my God. I feel much more strongly emotionally about The Fly than I do The Exorcist. I love The Fly so much. Love. This is my favorite Cronenberg. It's an unfortunate favorite Cronenberg to have because it's his most popular one. And you want to be like the cool hipster guy that likes Videodrome, but I hate Videodrome. Or Scanners, but I hate Scanners. I love The Fly. I love this movie. It is so... It's like a procedural. And again, okay, so my theory might just hold true in literally every circumstance where this is a drama. This is about a scientist who invents teleportation. And he's like so stoked on it. And he's a fucking nerd. He's a dweeb, but he's got riz. He can pull. He's smart. He's funny. He's decently good looking. He's just like a nerd. But he's really intelligent. And he invents teleportation and he thinks it's going to change the world. And then a fucking fly gets into his teleporter as he's in there. And then he transforms into a horrific amalgamation of a human and a fly. I mean, it's the coolest plot. It's the best practical effects. It's the greatest body horror. It's the best body horror movie. It's like this and The Substance, in my opinion, are just like the God tier. It is absolutely God tier. S tier. The Fly is unfucking believable. It's like really sad too. Very sad. And there's something so disturbing to me about uncontrollably changing from the inside. Like your body just starts changing and you have no control over it and you don't know what the fuck is going on. Like so you like the rigid fucking fly hairs that start sprouting out of him, and then he starts just shedding skin. He's like pulling out his teeth. It's so fucked up. God damn, that movie. That movie's great. The Fly, God tier, amazing film. It deserves its spot as an absolute classic. You know what else is an absolute classic? Friday the 13th. And here we have our run of Friday the 13th movies. And I'm just going to go ahead and save you guys some trouble here. I hate these movies. I hate them. Okay, to be fair, I have not seen the Jason one, and I have no intention of seeing it. But I saw these first three, and I hated them. Okay, so here's what happened. I fell in love with the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise, and then I decided, well, wow, this horror franchise is so cool and so rich and so fun and so interesting. Maybe these other horror franchises that I've neglected, like Halloween and Friday the 13th, are just are going to be like this too. I'm going to have a blast. And then I actually bought the to be fair, like very cool set, the Arrow Blu-ray set, which I'll put a photo of right there. It's sick. I bought it because I'm a Blu-ray queef, and I'll take any opportunity to buy a cool box set, right? Bought it, watched the first one, said, wow, I hated that. I really, really hated that. Okay, let's power through and watch the next one. Wow, I really, really hated that too. They're so boring. These movies are so fucking boring. It's like a Nightmare has some questionable acting moments, but it has like incredible set pieces, unbelievable practical effects. And these movies have nothing. They have awful acting, awful pacing, annoying music. It's just all of it. Like the twist at the end of the first one, I guess, is interesting conceptually, but I don't give a fuck. And then I was like, all right, well, I hated that. I waited like a month, and I was like, all right, let's fucking try the third one. Maybe this is when. And I just like the third one was my least favorite of the three. So I was like, all right. And I promptly sold that fucking thing on eBay, and those movies are out of my house and out of my life, and I have no intention of ever seeing another one. People tell me that 4, the one that I stopped at, 4 and 6 are good, and the Jason X, the space one, is funny, but I don't care. If the first 3 movies of your franchise are all dog shit, I just don't feel like I'm gonna just suddenly fall in love with the 4th one, you know? Like you get 3 tries, and they were all bad. They were all bad. But to be fair, I have not seen Jason Goes to Manhattan or the final chapter. So, 'tis what it is. Moving right along. Ghostbusters 2 for some reason, and not Ghostbusters 1. This was a childhood favorite of mine. I like Ghostbusters 2. I think it doesn't hold a candle to the original, but this is all just secondhand from the internet and what people are saying online, because I, to be totally honest, can barely remember it. What is it? Like it's the Empire State Building, or excuse me, the Statue of Liberty. It's the Twin Towers. The Twin Towers come alive at the end instead of the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. That's kind of funny. But yeah, I'm just gonna, if I started talking about this, I would just be parroting Red Letter Media talking points. I have not seen this in so long, I couldn't tell you. Okay, OG Godzilla is great. OG Godzilla from, God, forever ago, the 40s. It's like immediately after World War II. So for those who don't know, Godzilla was created by the Japanese immediately following the bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. And it's a metaphor. It's a metaphor about the horrific destruction that they saw firsthand, and so there's a lot of weight that is the character is representing. It's not just a big silly monster. It's like it's metaphorical, and a lot of the movies are much more interesting than your typical just kaiju monster movies, because they focus on the leadership of the city, or like the local government, and they make the government workers or employees kind of their heroes. And then it's just like it's like a really fun procedural. Like, okay, we have a fucking giant lizard attacking our city. What do we actually do about it? Here's like from the control room. This is not, the American Godzilla movies. Unfortunately, I really like the 2014 one. So no shade to that movie, but that movie. Here's some shade for that movie. They focus on like the most boring characters that you don't care about. It's just like some asshole or some family, some one soldier on the street, or a family that's running away from this thing. And I'm like, no, show me the decision makers. Show me the people that are like literally putting boots on the ground or like rolling tanks over New York City streets. That's interesting. Making those judgment calls is fascinating to me. So that's what the best Godzilla movies do well. That's what Shin Godzilla does well. That's what Godzilla -1 does well. And this first one is great. And I think it is... He's our first A tier, an absolute banger. Nah, it's B. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Okay. But here we come. Here we come. Here we fucking come. Here we go, boys. I'm going to peak my microphone audio just because I'm so excited about this next pick, baby. OG Halloween. 1974, I believe. 1978. John Carpenter. This is another one that I found late. I saw it probably a year ago, 2 years ago. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. It's fucking great. It's great. It's like it's one of those movies that you kind of hear about your whole life and you just know of Michael Myers because he's a cultural icon and you don't know what movie birthed him. And this is the movie that birthed him, and it did so stunningly, beautifully, incredibly. This movie is just atmosphere. Beautiful. Like, this is how people put quote unquote spooky lighting on their houses or in their Halloween parties. I feel like this movie birthed that lighting, like the kind of orange or like neon blue vibe of Halloween. I mean, the fact that the movie is called Halloween is really something because it kind of birthed an entire. This movie is responsible for how Halloween looks, in my opinion, and it looks incredible. It's so fucking pretty. This movie, it's so pretty and so tense. It's just great. I love the shot composition. I was blown away at how good this movie looks. Like it might be the best looking horror movie I've ever seen, next to The Thing. Like it's fucking great. It is easily an absolute banger. It might be S tier. I feel more strongly about The Fly and The Exorcist than I do Halloween, but it is absolutely an absolute banger. It is fantastic, and I am really looking forward to seeing the Rob Zombie version, which I have not seen, but is on the list. Apparently it's good. The only Rob Zombie movie that I have seen is House of a Thousand Corpses, which I hated. That movie is so fucking irritating. Happy Death Day. People love this movie. Why do people love this movie? Because it's Groundhog Day. I get loving Groundhog Day. I love Groundhog Day. I love pretty much everything that plays with that concept. I'm a big fan of. I like Palm Springs. I love what's the Tom Cruise one? The Tom Cruise Let There Be, Live, Die, Repeat, Edge of Tomorrow. Edge my cock until tomorrow. Yeah, that movie rips, but this seems like right up my alley. What if Groundhog Day but spooky? What if Groundhog Day but scary? But I hated it. So, it's dog ass. Fuck you. Happy Death Day 2, ain't seen it, bruv. Have no plans on doing so. Hellbound, Hellraiser. This is Hellraiser 2, which I've heard is pretty good. Yeah, I'll probably watch it. Hellraiser 2. Hellraiser 4, ain't seen it, no intention of seeing it. A ton of Hellraiser sequels here that I'm going straight to ain't seen it, bruv. Insidious 2 and 3, ain't seen it, bruv. Have no intention of ever seeing it. Insidious 1, I enjoyed. Insidious one I enjoyed. I can barely remember it. It's one of those kind of well, first of all, it was directed by James Wan, which is crazy. James Wan has birthed three, count them, three horror franchises. One of which is like the highest grossing horror franchise ever. Maybe Paranormal Activity is probably number one, but Saw, Insidious, and the fucking Conjuring. The Conjuring has like 50. It's more. I feel like there's more Conjuring movies than there are MCU movies at this point. There are so many spin-offs and like, I mean that yeah. Anyway, it's really impressive. I'm always blown away. I'm impressed by numbers. I'm impressed when people can get people out to go see a thing, and James Wan has done it 3 times, 4 times. No, okay, 3. He also directed my beloved *Malignant*, which is the stupidest movie of all time, but it is so fucking fun. The movie is laugh out loud hilarious, and yeah, he unfortunately somehow he didn't get a franchise out of *Malignant*, but yeah, shouts out to *Malignant*. Anyway, shouts out to James Wan. Insidious, I can barely remember. *Invasion of the Body Snatchers* OG is on the list. Have not seen it. *Jason Goes to Hell*. What do you know? This ain't seen it, bruv, and I probably never will. If you guys have a recommendation, what is your favorite of the Jason movies, and which one should I actually watch? Because I have no. Is it the Manhattan one? Is it the space one? Or is it the Hell one? Okay, here's one. Here's another box set that I bought and returned after this one. It did not take 3 movies. This one it took 1. Leprechaun. Holy shit! This movie is a piece of shit. Yeah, really, really, really bad. Warwick Davis is our little person who stars as Leprechaun, and the issue with that is that, oh, by the way, Jennifer Aniston is in this movie. It's like one of Jennifer Aniston's first roles, like pre-Friends, hopefully pre-Friends. My God, starring in Leprechaun. The movie's a piece of shit, and it's not funny bad. It's just annoying, which I hate. But it spawned a franchise. It's like there's the box set that I had included like 9 movies, including Leprechaun in the Hood and Leprechaun in the Hood 2. Those ones I really wanted to get to, but after seeing this first one, I said nope. So it's a big piece of shit, and it is D for dog ass. Little Shop of Horrors. Okay, I have seen this. I don't even know who directed this off the top of my head. The only thing notable, yeah, it's just perfect. It's perfect for C because I can barely scrounge up a single thing to tell you about this. The only thing that is really of note and impressive is the giant animatronic. Very impressive animatronic. It's huge, and it took a bunch of puppeteers to do it at the same time. And how they did it was they made the people that were acting with it act slowly so that they could speed up the footage to make it move correctly, which is cool. So you had the Ghostbusters guy who retired from acting. What the hell is his name? I don't know his name. But that guy act alongside this giant green plant puppet. And he was like, whoa. And then they sped it all up so it looked right because they couldn't move the giant animatronic in time. Very cool. Maniac, no idea what this is. Ain't seen it, bruv. Midsummer. Oh my God, we have so many left. Okay, I'm probably not going to get through all these. Fucking hell. Jesus Christ. Okay, I chose one that had way too many. All right, Midsummer's awesome. Absolutely. As a matter of fact, I'm just going to go ahead and straight up put it in God tier. Is that fair? Or is it an A? Is it an A? I think it's an A. Oh, fuck. I don't know. Okay, it's either going to be an A or S. Midsummer's awesome. Let me tell you a little story about me. Okay? I want to gather around and listen to this tale of mine. Massive fan of Hereditary, and then I was just so excited to see Midsummer, and I was sitting in the theater I think with maybe my brother. I don't remember who I was seeing it with, and the opening scene. So we'll hold on. Let's back it up here, right? Let's back it up. Why do I love Hereditary so much? Because it's like the most affecting. The grief depicted in that movie is the most viscerally affecting thing I've perhaps ever seen in a film. Where like I couldn't get it out of my head. I was like, it was like insanely fucking. It was just crazy. I don't know what to tell you. It was crazy. And that's the thing that sticks out in everyone's mind, obviously, about that movie is the child death and following wailing grief scene. It's iconic for a reason. So then Midsummer, I'm in the theater, right? You're me, right? And you're in the theater and you're sitting down and you're like, wow, I love Hereditary because of that grief scene. The Midsummer opens the first fucking scene with the most horrific, insane murder, suicide that I've seen depicted in a film, followed by Florence Pugh wailing, scream crying in her fucking soon to be ex-boyfriend's lap, and the camera just pans. You get the violins, the strings. Camera pans over the two of them. She's like, ah! Like screaming. Camera just pans out the window, and snow is just hammering the window. And then it just you get the doom, 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 doom. It goes, A24 presents Midsummer. Oh, fuck, dude, that was unreal. I think I literally stepped out, like stood up out of my chair and like did the Tiger Woods fist bump, like let's fucking go. Yeah, that moment that's one of my favorite theater moments. Was that. But so the issue though with Midsummer, and it took me a while to come around to this movie actually, because I do think the movie kind of peaks with that opening scene, and the rest of it, it's like the vibe, the tone shifts pretty dramatically until about halfway through the movie when more crazy stuff starts happening. But it was just memorable. The whole thing is so memorable, and it kind of created A24 as a brand. A24, Ari Aster is responsible for making A24 what it is. I think genuinely, it's like there's a reason that they've given him 2 blank check movies post Hereditary and Midsummer, because there would be no A24 without that man. So I get it, right? Yeah, but Midsummer is fucking awesome. It's like I've seen it a bunch. I've seen it like 4 or 5 times, and it's like just the vibes, the whole conceptually, the idea of putting a horror movie in what if we do it outside in bright lighting? I mean, the iconography is iconic. I mean, it is an iconic movie, and it became Minnie and E-Girl's personality for a long time. It's an absolute banger. It might be S tier. We might shift that here in a moment. We'll see. Misery. All right, I'm going to speed up because we got a long list ahead of us. Misery I enjoyed. It's pretty good. I liked it. I don't remember a whole lot about it. Kathy Bates is great. My Bloody Valentine is on the list. Night of the Living Dead. Here we go. Okay, Night of the Living Dead is an absolute banger. I really, really love it. It's Stuck in a Place. It's the first Stuck in a Place movie. It's a movie from a long time ago. When exactly? 68. Movie from 68 with a black protagonist, which is cool. And it's fortifying a house to prevent the zombies from coming in, and like characters making smart, rational decisions. It's like the most fun thing to watch ever. I love it. Absolute banger for sure. OG Nosferatu. I gotta tell you, it's boring. I saw it at the Texas Theater with a live score, which I thought was the best possible way to see the film. I had a band on stage doing the score live, and it was still boring. Pet Sematary. I believe this is the remake. I have not seen it, but it is on my list, I think. All right, Prometheus. I like Prometheus. I enjoyed it. It's pretty good. I think it's pretty good. I also can barely remember. I don't know. It's more memorable than like Alien Covenant. I hate. So Prometheus has lots of interesting ideas. It's cool that Ridley Scott came back to the franchise. It's cool that it's cool that it's not called Alien Prometheus. It's just called Prometheus. Lots of interesting ideas. Really, really, really stupid character decisions that make you want to tear your hair out. So that's unfortunate. OG Psycho, fucking awesome, absolute banger. One of the classics that completely held up in my opinion. I loved watching this movie. Had an excellent time with it. It's a movie that you hear about your entire life, and yeah, it's Hitchcock. It's a classic. You got to get around to it, but then you watch it and you realize it's fucking awesome. So shouts out to that movie. Psycho 2 is on the list. So I actually know about this from Red Letter Media. Apparently, the entire franchise is actually great. So I bought another box set that I have purchased that I have not dived into yet. Resident Evil movies are hilarious, but I do not remember them hardly at all. You know what's funny is I see Sweeney Todd on the list, and I already have a fucking song stuck in my head from that movie that we haven't gotten to yet. So we'll get to Sweeney Todd when we get to it. What is this? I can't even read this. I ain't seen it, bro. Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. This was produced by Guillermo del Toro, and that was what got me into the theater. It's bad, but not dog ass. It's just bad. Sinister. No memory of it at all. I believe is this Bagul? I think that's Bagul. Shout out to Bagul. Okay, OG Suspiria and the remake right here back to back. Exciting stuff. OG Suspiria, I saw again at the Texas Theater with a live score by fucking Goblin. Goblin themselves, the people that did, the band that did the score for the movie, were there, and they were doing the score live while the movie was playing. It was so cool. It was so cool. Best possible environment to see the film in. I really, really had a great time. And, the movie's great. I really, really enjoy it. I think it's fucking beautiful. Beautiful. I mean, it's like Argento. I mean, it's Argento's most famous film, and it's that for a reason, because it's stunningly, stunningly, stunningly pretty. Again, kind of creating the landscape of Halloween vibes, neon lighting. It's a banger. Is it an absolute banger? Or is it pretty good? I think it's pretty good. Suspiria Remake is an absolute banger. Suspiria Remake 2018, Luca Guadagnino. Brother. Oh, brother. Luca Guadagnino, one of my favorite directors working today. Unbelievable. Love this movie. It's a little long, unfortunately, but it's the vibes, dude. The vibes. The ending. The fucking dancing. It's kind of like the editing, bro. Yeah, it's phenomenal. It's phenomenal. Tilda Swinton playing 3 roles. Shouts out to Tilda Swinton. Also interesting conceptually that it's there's no men in the movie at all. The only quote unquote man is played by a woman. Like the old man is played by Tilda Swinton, which is interesting. So they have lots of female energy. Directed by a man, but he's gay, so that's something. Yeah, dude, that movie rips. Fucking rips. What's her name? I think it's the 50 Shades girl. Is it Madam Web? Dakota Johnson is starring. She kills that. Kills it. That is Madam Web, right? I think so. Anyway, shout out to Dakota Johnson. Sweeney Todd. Sweeney Todd. This is my list, bro. Ah, fuck, I really want to put it in S. I don't think it's an S, but it's an absolute A for me. This movie was my obsession for years. I was so into this. I had a poster on my wall. I loved Tim Burton. I was like a little, trying to be a fucking emo-y kind of moody child. Maybe not child, but preteen. And I went through a Sweeney Todd phase where this was my favorite movie, and I watched it all the time. I loved how violent it is. I loved the songs. I to this day I rewatched this pretty recently, maybe a year ago, and I just caught myself knowing every word to every song, which was hilarious. Talk about atmosphere, dude. This is one of Tim Burton's best movies. It looks like a graphic novel, the way that it's like all the color grading and the set design. The set design is all like gray, like it's a charcoal, like it's being drawn, kind of like Sin City almost. And the blood is like comically red, like the reddest thing that you'll ever see. Yeah, love the twists and the turns the movie takes. I love how depressing it is. I love it's like a Greek tragedy. I mean, I know that the story itself has been around forever, but I love it. I think it's awesome and really beautiful and really sad and incredible music, incredible set design. Masterclass from Johnny Depp, masterclass from Alan Rickman. Oh, Mrs. Lovett, dude. Helena Bonham Carter. She's fucking awesome. Oh man, everyone's great in that movie. You got fucking Borat in that movie, dude. Borat is in that movie for a minute. Shouts out to Sweeney Todd. Absolute banger for me. Okay. Speed Racer, Leatherface. This looks like a Texas Chainsaw straight to DVD remake. Ain't seen it. Terminator Genesis. Ain't seen it. Thanksgiving. Ain't seen it. The Birds on the list. Bride of Frankenstein on the list. Cabinet of Dr. Caligari on the list. Invisible Man on the list. Okay. The OG Invisible Man. Actually, I ain't seen it. I'm moving that off the list into ain't seen it because I tried it. I tried watching the first 30 minutes. A lot of people said it's the best one of those old Universal monster movies, and I didn't like it very much. I thought it was boring. So, Invisible Man remake was fine. Can barely remember it. People love that movie. I thought it was okay. The Purge, ain't seen it. Return of the Living Dead. The fuck is this? Return of the Living Dead part 2? Return of the Living Dead. I have no idea what Return of the Living Dead is. Well, we don't have time to look it up because we have so many movies to get through. The Shining. Come on, bruh. Right away, God tier. Come on. What the fuck are we doing? The Shining is there anything to say? Is there anything to say about The Shining? Okay, yeah, I have one story. The first time I saw it was Halloween night at my buddy's house. I think we had just returned from trick or treating. My buddy had seen the movie before. He was like, "Yeah, watch this. It's like creepy." And this movie from the 70s just put the two remaining children that were awake, just put us completely on edge. We were hanging on every word. And two things I remember the most were at one point there's a hilarious cutaway because they do like title cards for the passage of time, 1 week later, Wednesday. So then fucking at one point there's like this super tense scene, and then you get a jump scare from the title card. It goes Tuesday. So I always remember that Tuesday jump scare is hilarious. And then also the ending just being such a mind fuck. And so like, what, huh? That we awoke our friend who had seen the movie and we're like, hey, what the hell? What the fuck? Explain that. Shouts out to The Shining. Unbelievable, iconic, incredible film. Tremors 4. Holy shit. Tremors 4 has the exact same poster as Tremors 1. You guys getting a look at this? I hope I'm recording. You guys looking at this shit? I mean, come on. It's like they're trying to do something there. Tremors 1, absolute banger. Fucking love that movie. White trash Jaws. Tremors is the shit. It's stuck in a place. It's a whole town that's stuck in a place, and they have to work together to figure out how to survive and get help from these underground monsters that are attacking them. Kevin Bacon is incredible. It is, I've said it before and I'll say it again. Here's my hot take on Tremors, which you might already know if you know me. I am under the impression that this movie could have and should have been as popular and as culturally relevant as a Jaws, and it would have been if they had like an iconic John Williams score. And the only thing it's lacking is an iconic score. Everything, every other piece of the puzzle is there, but they don't have that like memorable music, and that's so. Music is such an emotional sort of powerhouse, or like a memory allower. It stays in your brain is what I'm trying to say. And Tremors doesn't have that, but it has everything else, dude. I like it better than Jaws. I don't know what to tell you. I like it better than Jaws. Go fuck yourself. Tremors is the shit. Vertigo, pretty good. I don't know what to tell you. It's good. It's good. It doesn't blow my tits off like it does for some people. I definitely need to rewatch it. It's good. Rear Window, my favorite Hitchcock so far. Absolute fucking banger. Rear Window is the shit. It's Jimmy Stewart witnesses what he thinks is a murder. Well, first of all, let's just set the stage here. Jimmy Stewart is like a voyeuristic perv who loves watching his neighbors through their windows with his with his binoculars, and he witnesses what he thinks is a murder, and then he tries to solve it via just watching what happens from his apartment. Right? That's your plot. That's your idea. It's the coolest framing device for a film. I love it. It strikes me as similar to one of my favorite shows on HBO called High Maintenance, where you kind of just get little pieces of each character's. You get a group of characters and you get a little piece of their life, and then it moves on to a totally different new group of characters and you get a little piece of their life. That's what this movie is like, where you get little vignettes. You get little just like visual, oh, well, that's what they're doing. Oh, they're getting into an argument, or you kind of have a whole story play out from a group of characters that you're seeing through a window, and with no dialogue. It's awesome, and it's super tense, and it's great. Rear Window is the shit. All right. Is Alien Covenant? Yay, I get to show Alien Covenant. Alien Covenant. Alien Covenant is dog ass. Dog ass, brother. I really, really don't like that movie. It's fucking annoying. It's stupid. They're so stupid. The characters are so stupid. There's one good scene. One actually, I'll give it to you. Great scene. Which is the quarantine thing when they're on the ship and the lady's in the quarantine zone, and she's like, let me out, you have to let me out. And the other lady's like, I'm sorry, I can't do it. That scene is great. And then you got the alien birthing out of the guy's back. That scene is great. Everything else about the movie is bad. The stupidest character decisions I've ever seen. My God. You get to the new planet, you just immediately take your space helmet off. You're like putting your face. You see like a dick snake monster. You're like, hey, little guy, how's it going? Ugh, movie sucks. Anyway, fuck you. Alien OG. Pretty good. That's as high as I can go. I don't love it. It's fine. That movie has never blown my tits. Like, that movie, like, people love it. I don't love it. I think it's fine. You know what I do love? James Cameron's version. James Cameron improved literally on every piece of the first one. Literally every piece of it. There's nothing in the first one that is better than in the second one. If you haven't seen, or if you haven't heard, there's a rumor or a Hollywood legend that James Cameron, upon first pitch meeting with the executives that created this film, he went up to a whiteboard with a marker, wrote the word alien, and then put an S on the end of it, and then put a $sign through the S. That's the legend. He seems like the type, like it only makes sense because it's him. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, I could totally see that. I could totally see James Cameron doing that. But yeah, I love it. Aliens is fantastic. It's an adventure movie where the first one is more horror based, but he's the best at adventure movies. It's more in line with a Terminator than it is like a horror picture. Although Terminator is pretty horror adjacent, at least. Maybe it's on this list. I don't know. But anyway, James Cameron has never made a bad movie, and he's my god, and I love him so much. Shouts out to Jimmy K. Jimmy K. Alien 4, I have not seen. No idea what that is. Oh, hey, it's the Nightmare on Elm Street movies. Let's fucking go. Okay. First one is fantastic. Absolute banger. Remake, I have not seen. Third one, absolute banger. 5. Fuck. I really want to put it in A. Nah, it's going in B. Quiet Place 1. It's pretty good. I enjoyed this movie. Quiet Place 2. I actually enjoy more than Quiet Place 1, but they are very, very similar to me. Quiet Place 2 also has a special place in my heart because it's the first movie that I... No, Tenet was the first movie back from COVID. Of course, Tenet was. Everyone's favorite Tenet. No, Quiet Place 2 was shortly thereafter, and it was just a great time at the movies, man. I really enjoyed going back to the theater. Post-COVID, I like the opening a lot. That was the promise of what the day one movie was supposed to be. They show you how shit went down on the actual first day of the invasion, which I mean, that whole sequence is really something. They're all playing the baseball game and they see the meteors come down and like, it's just absolute chaos in the fucking town. That stuff is great. I love the mechanics of the world and how the family is surviving. I think that's all excellent stuff. How they like pour sand on the ground so they can walk barefoot to the convenience store to get supplies. They have the whole the fireworks thing for like the oh shit alarm. Yeah, I'm trying to think of all other stuff, but yeah, impressive turn from John Krasinski, director. Jim Pam from The Office made a movie, a horror picture. Holy shit! You know what I just thought of? No one thinks of him in the same conversation. No one thinks of him in the same conversation. I guess he's not a comedian. That's why. He's an actor. He's just an actor who had like a semi-comedic role. I was gonna say people don't think of him as like a Jordan Peele or a Zach Kreger. I don't think he's anywhere close to as talented as those two people, but he's talented, man. I enjoy these movies. I did not like the third one at all. Oh, fuck yeah, Army of Darkness. Army of Darkness is an absolute banger. I love it. It's tied for me with Evil Dead 2, actually. It's like Lord of the Rings 2 Towers, but 8 years before that movie came out. It's kind of a similar vibe with that level of battle at the end, and it's hilarious, and it's just a blast. How you gonna not love Army of Darkness? I had a poster on my wall for the longest, but then it got changed to a Zone of Interest poster. The Army of Darkness poster is actually behind the Zone of Interest poster in this very studio. Fun fact about me. AVP is on the list. Haven't seen it. Better watch out. No idea. Candyman remake. No idea. I've not seen it, and no interest in seeing it. The Candyman remake, Nia DaCosta directed that film, and she is doing the next 28 Years Later movie, which hopefully is not bad. Holy shit, Candyman got a lot of sequels. I didn't realize that. I have not seen them. The OG, can barely remember it. Don't care about it at all. Boring. Whatever, it's a classic. I don't give a shit. Children of the Corn. It's dog ass. If that's the original, yeah, I think it is. That movie sucks. There is nothing scary about snot-faced children who you can kick across the fucking room. There's nothing scary about them. That's the start and end of it. I could beat them up. I could stomp on their stupid fucking face. I don't know what to tell you. They're just kids. It's like they're ghosts or whatever. They're just children. I'm like, I will pick you up and tear your head off your neck. Children of the Corn 2, go fuck yourself. Children of the Corn 3, go fuck yourself. Children of the Corn 4, holy Christ. This is back when horror franchises just got 15 sequels and they all went straight to DVD. My God. Children of the Corn 6? There's 6 of these movies? No, I'm sorry. Holy Christ, it keeps going. 7, 8, 9, 10 Children of the Corn movies. Did you know that? My God. No, I had no idea. Jesus Christ. Christmas Evil. No idea. Conjuring 2. Go fuck yourself. Conjuring 1. Can barely remember. I think Conjuring did start, or I don't know if it started it, but it's synonymous for me with like normie horror, for lack of a better term. It's like, it's just not, I hate the term elevated horror, but it's like the opposite of that, where it's super jump scare heavy. It ends with the house exploding into 50 demons and everything floats and everyone goes, ah! It's very loud. And then the very, very last scene before credits roll is a jump scare. It's popularized, I think, by The Conjuring. I think it's a decent film. I don't remember or care about it at all. Coraline, I really want to see. It's on the list. Dawn of the Dead remake. I just saw this with a friend who listens to this podcast. Shouts out to that friend. This movie is funny. It's really funny. It's definitely a solid B. I'm struggling to find the words to describe. This movie is like really stupid. It's Zack Snyder and his alleged best film, and my buddy Landon and I just walked out and we're like, okay, so he's actually made nothing good. He's made 0 good movies. This is supposed to be his best movie, and like nothing that he's ever made has been of merit. People always, so here's what I knew about this movie going in. I knew Zack Snyder directed it, and it's his best movie allegedly. And also the opening scene is supposed to be fantastic and like really something. So I was excited for that opening scene, and excited for the whole thing broadly. Opening scene was fine. Didn't blow my hair back. I love, in any apocalyptic situation, watching the actual outbreak of like when people don't know. Just watching chaos unfold on a town is really fun. So that was, I guess, interesting, but it wasn't that long. It wasn't that exciting, truth be told. It was fine. And then just hilarious, ridiculous character moments, one after the other, for the rest of the film. I'm trying to give you an example. I'm straining my brain to remember what happened in this film. It might go down to C. It's going down to C. Fuck you. I can barely remember it. We laughed a lot. I remember that. We laughed really hard, and we were kind of the only 2 assholes laughing in the movie. Theater. Shout out to Alamo Drafthouse. But we were dying laughing. Oh, yeah. Okay, so a pregnant woman gets bit, and then her baby gets birthed as a zombie, which is funny. And then they murder the baby off screen. We laughed really hard at that. It's fine. It's fun. It's fun. It's great to laugh at. But nothing really of true merit. Let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck, brother. All right. We got a pretty good list here. Dawn of the Dead. Let's fucking go. Banger. Love. I love Stuck in a Place. And it's like one of the original incredible zombie movies. OG Dawn of the Dead. George Romero. I think I like it better than Night of the Living Dead, but I don't know. I'm really excited to see Day of the Dead. I think that's the worst of the 3, allegedly, or from what I understand. But those first 2 are really fucking awesome, really something. I'll put it next to its brethren. Where is its brethren? There you go. Okay, Dr. Sleep. Okay, something I have an opinion on. Dr. Sleep. You know where it's going, friends? You know where it's going? It's going in A. It's going in A. And you got to hear me out on this one. All right. I love Dr. Sleep. People don't give this movie the respect it deserves, in my opinion. Here's what you got to do. If you ain't seen this yet. For those who don't know, Dr. Sleep is a sequel to The Shining. And it is a book written by Stephen King that is a sequel to The Shining that is written like 30 years after The Shining and also takes place like 30 years after The Shining. So Danny, our little child from the first film, is grown up now, and he still has The Shining. He still can see dead people and shit. and then a bunch of stuff happens. It's also like an X-Men movie. It's so weird. There's like this group of ne'er-do-well traveling superpower havers that murder children and take their essence, like their soul essence, so that they can live forever. And they all have like cool, unique superpowers. Also, it's also like a direct sequel to The Shining. So you get a bunch of, like, at one point they return to the Overlook Hotel. So you got a lot of stuff going on in this film. Directed by Mike Flanagan, who did The Haunting on Hill House and Bly Manor, a bunch of like awesome Netflix, like all three of his Netflix miniseries are fantastic. That guy's great. I love his work. And he made a banger here. But here's what you got to do if you are not familiar with this movie. You have to watch the director's cut. You have to watch the director's cut. And I get that it's 3 hours long. I understand that it's 3 hours long, and that's intimidating. But it's so much better. It is astonishingly better. And like it's actually not worth watching the movie if you're not watching the 3 hour version. They flesh out so much. They have to cut so much of the movie for time. And the I would say butchered version is like 225 or something like that. They cut out like 35 minutes of really integral plot that make the thing work. And it sucks. I hate that theatrical version. If it was just a theatrical version and I hadn't seen the director's cut, I would put it in like D. It's that big of a drop. But if you see the director's cut, it's fucking great. It's so good. Okay, dude. And then also, who's the kid, the child, the actor from Room? Not The Room, but Room with Brie Larson. She won the Oscar for that movie. It's about the mom and the kid that are stuck in the room. And the kid doesn't know that there's an outside world. It's called Room. Great movie. That kid is in this movie, and he gets murdered by our group of X-Men people. And the visceral screams, it is the most haunting child murder I've ever seen. It's fucking crazy. Like they're like slowly murdering this kid and stealing his soul essence, and he is like, ah! And it's like it's all seen in excruciating detail. This movie has balls, man. This movie has balls. You don't see a lot of kid murders in horror, and this movie went for it. So shouts out to Mike Flanagan and shouts out to Dr. Sleep. I love this movie. Shouts out. No idea. Donnie Darko. All right, bro. Come on, bro. No, it's B. It's B. It's a high B though. High B. Donnie Darko is great. Incredible vibes. Like the perfect Halloween movie. It takes place on Halloween. It's spooky. The vibes are great. It's not like super horrific. It's just kind of like a great soundtrack, fun time travel kind of mind fucky plot. Yeah, it's great. My mom loved this movie. Like I showed this to my mom and she loved it too. So shouts out to that. Oh man, Don't Breathe. High B. Really, really enjoyed this. This is one that there's actually a list that I have on Letterboxd called Horror That Stuck With Me. I have one for most genres, a list for every genre. And stuck does not necessarily mean good or bad, right? It means just like it's stuck in my brain and I couldn't stop thinking about it. And so like I walked out of this movie, I was like, hey, that was pretty good. And I gave it 3 stars and moved on with my life. And then I couldn't stop thinking about it. I woke up and I thought about it. I went to sleep and I thought about it. And I was like, man, that movie left an impression on me. I couldn't get it out of my head. The gimmick is that it's a group of kids who are breaking into the house of a blind person, and they're trying to steal his money. That's your gimmick, and he's blind. Turns out there's a lot more stuff going on, and also this guy is like a fucking ruthless, military trained killer. They're breaking into their house, and as soon as they're in, he like locks all the doors for a reason that I won't get into, and so they can't get out. and then he like just turns off all the lights, and there's this awesome gimmick where they use night vision cameras because all of our characters are like fumbling around in the dark and this in pitch blackness, and you know that they're actually shooting in pitch blackness because their actors' eyes are like as wide as they can possibly get, like just trying to see literally anything that they can, just fumbling. It is pitch black. And then you see our blind guy who has lived here his whole life just going down corridors so fast, and like he knows he feels along the side of the wall. He knows exactly where he is, and our character's just like, oh. That shit is so creepy, so great. Shouts out to Don't Breathe, High B, and definitely stuck with me. That movie rips. Don't Breathe 2, ain't seen it, no intention of seeing it. Another trans killing movie. Trans killing. What am I, Dave Chappelle? Evil Dead 2. Come on, bro. Is it God tier? No, it's an A. It's a high A. High A, Evil Dead 2. What can I say? What can I say about Evil Dead 2? It's interesting that it's a direct remake of the first one. It's the same exact plot of the first one, but it's better in literally every way. It's Evil Dead 1 with a budget and with humor. And it's the best horror comedy ever made. That's not called Army of Darkness. And I will put this next to its brethren. Yeah, they're both just neck and neck incredible. Evil Dead 1. I didn't like it very much. It's fine. It's okay. It's like, you know, it was made for like $15, which is impressive, and it got Sam Raimi started. So historical significance, obviously there would not be an Evil Dead 2 or an Army of Darkness were it not for this first movie. And it's an interesting kind of fascinating franchise that way, where the second one is a remake of the first one, and the third one is a like medieval farce. Like, it's so strange. What a bizarre franchise. Fear Street, I've heard nothing but bad things about. I have no interest at all. That looks like the Final Destination. All the Final Destinations are on my list if I have not seen them. Final Destination 3 is an absolute top of B. Hilarious thrill ride. I think the second one is my favorite of the ones that I've seen, but this is a movie that stuck with me so hard. Saw it as a kid. I believe 3 is the one with the tanning beds where they are burnt alive into a crisp by the tanning beds. I remember that stuck with me for weeks when I was young. Movie's awesome. The Final Destination movies in general are fucking awesome. Yeah, the first one, I think they're all around the same pretty much. High B. Okay, we are definitely not getting through all these movies, unfortunately. So let's, how about we do this? Instead of just going through all of them, how about we find stuff that we know that we can talk about and then put that on the list and leave everything else down here? That sounds like a good plan, don't you guys think? I certainly think so, because otherwise we're going to be here all fucking day. It's going to be a 5-hour podcast. All right, Freddy's Dead. Dog ass. Horrible. The only one of those movies that I really, really dislike. And it's the last one, which is unfortunate. It's like the big kind of what the franchise is going out on. It's like a like a wet fart. Sucks. Bummer. What are you gonna do? Freddy vs. Jason, I saw the first 20 minutes of and shut it off, but Red Letter Media just released a review about it and they seem to love it. Maybe I'll give it another try. Meh. All the Friday movies are bad. Gerald's Game I enjoyed. Pretty good. Get Out. Absolute banger. Yeah, I mean, how cool to get like that was whatever 2017 I think, but Jordan Peele, comedic actor turned horror director. That was the first time that it happened, and it was like he came out swinging. He won an Oscar, dude. He won an Oscar for screenplay for that movie, and he deserves it. Like, it's an iconic horror movie. It's an awesome like take on modern racism, where this is like the racists that minus the kidnapping black people and stealing their bodies. The racism at the beginning of the movie that they're poking fun at is like, that's the kind of racist that my parents are. I would have voted for Obama for a third term if I could. That type of stuff. Pandering racism. That's the racist. That's the level of racist that my family is at. You know, and it's not their fault. They're trying too hard. That's what it is. Like, this is past. That's why the movie is conceptually interesting. Is it's not like your obvious, you know, kill the blacks, KKK racism. It's like we're past that in most places. Well, we kind of reverted in a lot of ways, but back then we were past that in most places, and so we got like this new version of the same thing, which is like treating them as if they are subhuman, right? Or like putting on a little voice. That's something that my mom does that drives me absolutely insane. Hi, how are you doing? I'm like, Mom, it's a human. Just talk to them like a human. No, I just want them to know that I'm okay. Like, I'm one of the good ones. Yeah. So, shouts out to my mom. I love you. Okay. Get Out is a banger. Ghostbusters. Is that S tier? Probably. It's high A. Man, this S tier is freaking thin. The perfect horror comedy. Lightning in a bottle. Ghostbusters 2016, the all-female remake. I have not seen, but I do want to give a shout out to it for creating one of the best half in the bags of all time. Shouts out to that movie for that. Halloween 2 is also on my list for the record. The Rob Zombie sequel, I've heard, is great. All the Halloween sequels I have not seen, nor do I care to. Halloween 3, Season of the Witch, is the only one that I have seen, and it's a B. It's great. It's good. Really good. I enjoyed it. It's does not include Michael Myers. It's like its own little story. This company is putting evil into Halloween masks, and like when the kids put them on, their faces melt. It's pretty sick. What else we got? Oh, look who it is. Look who it is. Another one for S tier. My beloved Hereditary. My favorite horror movie of all time. I love it so dearly. There's a poster just out of frame. Yeah, like I said earlier when I was talking about Midsommar, perhaps the most affecting movie I've ever seen. Could not stop thinking about it for like weeks. Kept returning to it. I absolutely love the tension of this movie. It's a fucking pressure cooker. The something I didn't notice until like the third time I watched it. I think I saw it in theaters 3 times. But during the party scene, so Peter takes Charlie, his little sister, to the party at the behest of his mother because Charlie never gets out of the fucking house. She wants her to have friends. And so Peter's like, well, you're taking Charlie, aren't you? So he takes her to that fateful party where she eats the nuts and has the allergic reaction, which he rushes her to the hospital for, where her fucking head gets knocked off by a telephone pole. You know the story. You've seen the movie, right? During that whole scene, if you go watch that scene again, there's this in the soundtrack, there's this low, like, hammering bass. Boom, 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 boom. And it's fucking, it like puts you on the edge of your seat. You don't even know, like, you don't even subconsciously, you kind of don't really hear it. It almost, like, in the theater, the first time I saw it, I thought it was like the theater next to me or something. But it's so unnerving. I remember so distinctly, like, that entire scene, that whole scene from beginning to finish, all the way up until fucking like when Annie drives in from the grief counseling meeting, like after all the grief and all the screaming and everything and the funeral and all of it, I physically was holding the edges of my seat like this. I was like on the edge of my, literally on the saying on the edge of your seat. I was literally on the edge of my seat and holding the seat like this. And then I like looked down. I was like, I like unclenched my fucking hands. I was like, holy fucking Christ. Just an unbelievable motion picture, man. Unfucking believable. The whole imagery of the dollhouse and how it plays in thematically. I mean, the opening shot of the movie, dude. The opening shot of the fucking movie. When it's in Annie's miniature collection and the camera pans to the left and just zooms in on the house and then you're in Peter's room. I mean, come on the fuck up. What are we doing? What the fuck are we doing, man? It's god tier filmmaking. It's a god tier movie. It is like the fact that all the marketing painted Charlie as like our main antagonist, this creepy little girl. It's another creepy little girl movie. And then her fucking head gets knocked off 30 minutes in. Bruh. I mean, yeah, the fact that A24 gave this guy a chance, the fact that, like I said, it birthed kind of, it might still be their highest, no, Everything Everywhere is their highest grossing movie. I think this is their second highest grossing movie for the production company. And it created a brand, pretty much, this in Midsommar. And it's incredible, dude. I have no complaints at all. I think the complaint that I hear lovers of this movie say is that they could do without the explanation at the end. Essentially telling to camera exactly what the thing is. You are Payman. I'm like, yeah, that's fair. You could probably do without that. It doesn't bother me, though. I don't know. For some reason, it doesn't bother me. Nothing about this movie bothers me. I fucking love it from beginning to end. I think it is an absolute ride. It is a fucking ride. And I love it. So it's my favorite horror movie for a reason. It's an incredible, incredible feat. And I am just so grateful that movies like this, of this quality, exist on the planet Earth, man. And then we get to partake in them and watch them. And yeah, I'm just beautiful and full of gratitude when I see things of this ilk. Shouts out to Hereditary, my beloved. Onward. What else? Hills of Eyes, I think, is fucking mid. It's fucking boring. Hush I really enjoyed. I don't remember it very much, but it's going for B. Hush is like, what if I was deaf and people attacked my house? That's the idea. I want to say the Netflix original or maybe Hulu original, but I enjoyed it. It stuck with me. I should add that to the list of things that have stuck with me. It Follows. I loved this movie the first time I saw it. And on subsequent viewings, it's actually decreased in my love for it. Perfect Halloween movie, incredible vibes, great soundtrack, very 80s, kind of synth inspired, beautiful cinematography, incredible jump scares, the tall guy. I mean, maybe the best jump scare I've ever seen. A jump scare that sneaks up on you. There's no like loud bang attached to it. It's just a person emerging from the shadows. And it's like the scariest fucking thing I've ever seen. That's awesome. The ending is bad. The way they defeat the monster is really stupid, unfortunately. But everything else is great. But yeah, I'm not comfortable putting it in A. It's in B. All right, don't care about any of those. OG Jaws. OG Jaws is B. It's really good. It's a very, very well-directed film. It's one of the most iconic horror movies ever created. It made an entire generation scared of the ocean. There were kids that were scared to swim in pools because of this movie. So probably the most effective horror movie ever made. And it's a lot of people's favorite movie. My beloved Dan Murrell, my favorite YouTube critic. Yes, favorite YouTube critic. I had to double check my math there. Yeah, he's my favorite YouTube critic. It's his favorite movie. And I get loving it. I just don't. I've seen it a bunch. Seen it like 3 times. and it doesn't grab me the way that it grabs a lot of people. It's impressive. I like the first half a lot. The second half just kind of loses me. I don't know. The three characters on the boat, I don't know. It doesn't do it for me, but it's good. You know, respect where it's due. It's fucking Jaws. You know what I like a lot more than Jaws? Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park is God tier. And I don't know that it's a horror movie. As a matter of fact, I don't think it is at all. But it's on this list, so I'm putting it in God tier. It's Jurassic Park, bruh. If there is a horror scene in there, it's the T-Rex attack on when the kids are in the car. That's a legit horror scene. Incredible scene. Unbelievable sound design. A beautiful mix of CG and practical when they have the giant head of the of the dinosaur and they switch back to CG for the wide shots, and it's all rainy, so the CG looks really good. Like, the CG doesn't look particularly good when it's bright outside at the beginning of the movie. Yeah, so but that movie's a fucking, I mean, it's Jurassic Park, bro. Come on, bro. I'm running out of air, running out of things to say. The Grudge. Jurassic World can suck my dick. Jurassic World's going in D. Fuck you. Fuck those movies. The only one of the entire franchise that I like is the first one. I don't care about The Lost World. I don't care. I just actually tried to watch The Lost World because it's directed by Spielberg. And I thought, you know, hey, maybe he can do it again. But he can't. He couldn't. That movie's bad, bruh. Bad. And every time you try to add a fucking child as your main character, I'm okay. The first one had kids, though. All right, you're right. Shit. The first one had kids and they were good. So the first one gets the pass on that. Maybe you just have to hire good children. And it's hard to find good kids that can act well. Because the kid in the second movie sucked so much. Anyway, friends, I've been talking for a long time. Okay, what else? We got to speed run this. Evil Dead 2013, banger. You should check it out if you haven't. If you have not seen the remake, it's fucking awesome. Rosemary's Baby, B for good. B, pretty good. Speed run. Malignant. Okay, Malignant goes in S tier. No further explanation required. OG Saw, or is that Saw 2? That's Saw 2. OG Saw is fucking great. It's an absolute banger. Terminator 1 and 2 are God tier. The Witch is God tier. The Witch is my probably second favorite horror movie. Or excuse me, third after Malignant. Texas Chainsaw, God tier. Well, A tier. Texas Chainsaw is the OG one, not any of those god-awful remakes, but the original Texas Chainsaw is like the movie that one of the very few movies that I have such a visceral reaction to that I feel like I should turn it off. It makes me viscerally uncomfortable to the point where I'm like having a bad time, which is crazy. I watch a lot of fucked up shit, and that movie, for some reason, the whole vibe, the grime, the vibe, just the fact that they're like so uncaring and so unflinching, and like it just feels bad. It feels like a bad time. I felt similarly watching Funny Games by Mikel Haneke, where I was like, fucking Christ. You should watch both of those if you want to have a bad time for a while. All right, I think we should wrap this up. We have way too many movies. There's no way we're going to finish all these, but it's probably been like 2 hours-ish. I appreciate you guys watching. Perfect Blue I really want to see. Perfection was pretty good. Okay, yeah, we gotta wrap it up. I Am Legend, decent. You know, everyone goes through an I Am Legend phase when they're young, or at least everyone my age did. The dog dies, LOL, rip. The Bye Bye Man is an absolute masterpiece. Okay, friends, that's all I got. Thank you guys for watching. This was kind of a spooky Halloween episode. So lots of talking about movies, lots of like putting things in order of let's see if I can I get all this on one? I don't think I can. Get it all on one screen here. Zoom out enough so you can see everything. But that's my list. What did I miss? What did you hope that I would hit that I didn't hit? Did you guys agree with my list? Do you have other things that you would put into the God tier below Malignant, obviously, because nothing touches Malignant. Friends, happy Halloween, happy late Halloween. Thank you for watching this Halloween episode 4 to 5 days after Halloween ends. And God love you, Slop Nation.